Host to the Paducah Chiefs here at Christian County Colonel's Field, and boy, we've had quite a bit go on here. As most of you know, the game was expected to start around 6:30 tonight. They wanted to push the game and announced around 4:45 they were going to try to start the game at 6 because of rain moving into the area. And everybody was ready to go except there was an accident over on I-24, and it shut down the lanes east and westbound, and the Paducah bus was in the middle of traffic and could not get through there. So they have arrived about 20 minutes ago. They've done their warm-ups, but while we were waiting on Paducah to get here, it started raining. So they had to go and put the tarps back out on the field. They're removing the tarps now. Paducah has got their warm-ups in. Nobody's really taken warm-ups yet, or taken infield yet, so we're not sure if they're going to do that or whether they're just going to roll on, because the Hoppers have been here since about 3:30 this afternoon. They're ready to roll. And the Chiefs, unfortunately, sat on a bus for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, as soon as they arrived, even just as the bus pulled up to the gate out here, a big lightning strike off to the northwest of here, and so I don't think the umpires were here then, so I'm not sure the 30-minute wait is on for that, but we're not real sure exactly what time this game will start. I will tell you, though, that the Hoppers entered tonight's game 2-9. They're coming off a 7-4 win over the Full Count Rhythm on Saturday night in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Paducah has won 2 of its last 3, but it's coming off a 7-3 loss to suddenly red-hot Fulton Railroaders on Saturday night. Fulton coming they're out of the basement, and they're within like a game and a half, I think, of first place in the standing. I'll have to look that up, but they're right there. Yeah, they're 1.5 behind in first place, and so they've come from nowhere and have really played well lately. Should be a good ball game tonight. The first time these two teams met, Paducah defeated Hoptown right here 2-0, and then Hoptown just crushed the Chiefs 12-1 last week. It was their first win of the season, and hoping they can have more of that kind of luck this evening. Hoptown's going to pitch or start Heath Henley. He's 0-1 this season. He's got a 7.5 ERA. And the Chiefs are going to pitch Drew Moorhead. He's 0-1, but his ERA at 2.10. We're going to come back here in just a minute. We'll have our interview with Hoptown Hoppers coach Chris Benny. When we come back, you're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 95.3thefarm.com.
Are your joints causing you pain?
Colonel Field, as we are here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson, well, I say we, but it's just me tonight, and we're here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field. And the Hoppers are getting ready to take on the Paducah Chiefs here. This game was expected to start around 6:30, was going to get moved up to 6. That didn't work because of a variety of reasons. Then it started raining. They do have the tarps off the field now. The teams are warming up just a little bit, and we'll see if we can get this game going here in just a little bit. We can talk about our schedule for tonight. Paducah is at Hoptown tonight, of course, 6:30. Fulton was supposed to go to Henderson, but they've been getting some rain. I haven't seen anything on Game Changer, so that game may or may not be. Nope. Let's see here if I can find it for you. Nope, nothing from Fulton and Henderson tonight. They may have gotten rained out. We'll see. Full Count is taking on Madisonville over in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and right now Full Count leading the Miners 1-0. Tomorrow night on the schedule, Hoptown goes to Fulton, and Fulton is red hot. They are now 7-6 on the season. They're within a game and a half, tied with these Paducah Chiefs for third place right now in the division, and they're a little bit behind on points as Paducah's 6-5, Fulton's 7-6, both a game and a half out. First place. Henderson's your first place team at 7-3. Full Count at 7-5. Or I'm sorry, 7-5. They're one game out. Paducah and Fulton both game and a half out. Madisonville's now 5-6. They've kind of gone cold. They're 2.5 out, and then Hoptown 2-9. They're 5.5 out of first place. Tomorrow night on the schedule, as we said, Hoptown goes to Fulton at 6:30. Henderson's at Madisonville tomorrow night, and Full Count goes to Paducah tomorrow night. Of course, the big news, if you're a baseball fan this afternoon, it was not too good for the Murray State Racers as Arkansas takes 3-0 win. And Gabe Wood threw the first no-hitter in College World Series since 1960. It was just a hit batter away from a perfect game as Arkansas moves on. And Murray State sees their season come to an end. But, man, what a great year for the Racers, and so proud of them and for their players and coaches. And the school itself as they make it to the College World Series for the first time ever. But they were eliminated this afternoon by Arkansas 3-0. Arkansas will now wait on the loser of, I believe it's the LSU and UCLA ball game. So they'll move on to the next round. We'll be back. We'll have more on our pregame show as we're getting ready for the Hoppers and the Paducah Chiefs. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 95.3thefarm.com.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
So why should you choose All Clean Services? They offer prompt 24/7 response. They're licensed, insured, and bonded. They're experienced at working with insurance companies. They're professional and courteous. Look them up today at allcleanservices.com.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
Back here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field, the Hoppers and the Chiefs getting ready to start tonight. We're going to take another quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 95.3thefarm.com.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size, any time?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa here. I'm having a little fun in the sun and wanted to share some summertime joy. My elves are helping our friends at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress with their Christmas in June special. It's like Christmas came early with up to 70% off in select departments. Plus, get interest-free financing for up to 24 months. Transform your home with the finest furniture around at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where they're always priced right. Ho, ho, ho.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson with you here tonight as the Hoppers are getting ready to take on the Paducah Chiefs at Christian County High School's Colonel Field. Thanks for listening tonight. Tonight's game time weather brought to you by Charlie Henderson State Farm.
Here's your WHOP Weather Center forecast. Cloudy skies expected tonight with thunderstorms likely. Lows dip down to about 70. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles an hour. Overcast skies again. Tomorrow, thunderstorms likely. Daytime highs approaching 82. Mainly cloudy skies. Tomorrow night, slight chance for storms. 72. That's the forecast from the WHOP Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Currently 83.
And the starting lineups are brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team with process operator starting pay at $19.30 per hour up to over $23.70 an hour in 1 year. Excellent benefit package that includes employee paid benefits, paid day one of employment. Call 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. And your starting lineups tonight, first for Paducah. Batting first and playing center field, TK Madera. Brett Haas will bat second and play third base. Javin Gauthier is playing second base and batting third. Batting fourth will be Easton Denning. He's playing first base tonight. Batting fifth will be Kobe Watson, the right fielder. Jackson Ford will be batting sixth and playing catcher. Braylon Baker is your shortstop tonight. He's batting seventh. Dawson Griffith will bat eighth and play left field, and Tyler Humphrey is the DH tonight. And he is batting for Drew Moorhead, who is the pitcher tonight. For the Hoppers, it'll be J.J. Thompson in center field. Gabe Eddington will play second base tonight. Owen Hutchison is your left fielder. Dominic Bello will be your DH. Connor Scheidt batting fifth and playing first base. Carson Tucker bats sixth, plays third base. Alec Hotelling is our catcher tonight, batting seventh. Aiden Butts from Trigg County is your right fielder. And batting ninth tonight from Hoptown High, Gavin Powell will be your shortstop. So 3 local players in the starting lineup tonight for the Hoppers is J.J. Thompson from Hoptown, former Hoptown and HCA player. He'll be starting center field tonight. So 3 Hoptown players, natives, or well, I guess 3 in the area because Butts is a Trigg County man. But very, very happy to have him on the Hopper squad this year and having a good season so far. Pitching tonight for the Hoppers will be Heath Henley. He's 0-1, has an ERA of 7.50. Pitched pretty well lately, though. He's just had some bad luck, as has gone for the Hoppers most of the season. TK Monero will lead off for the Chiefs tonight. He'll be followed by Brett Haas and Javin Gauthier. The first pitch is high and inside, and we're underway here at Colonel Field. It was a pretty good crowd when we first started about an hour and a half ago, but a lot of people left when the rain started. Still some fans here that braved the weather and waited through the delay. Henley misses there. Count now 2-1 on TK Madera, the center fielder for the Chiefs. Chiefs wearing red jerseys tonight with the navy blue numerals, white trim, gray pants. The Hoppers are wearing red shirts tonight with the black sleeves, white numbers, and white pants. So a lot of red on the field tonight. 3-1 the count now as Madera gets way ahead, swings through that one though, and it's 3-2. Storm moved through just north of us here. Dropped a little bit of rain, but not too bad. And there's a swing and a miss, and TK Madera goes down on strikes, and there's one away here. As Heath Henley off to a good start for the Hoppers. Brings up Brett Haas. Third meeting of the season between these two teams. Hoppers fell 2-0 in the first meeting and then just absolutely crushed the Chiefs 12-1 last week over in Paducah for their first win of the season. This one fouled off the helmet of Hotelling, but into the backstop. Your umpires tonight, I guess I should tell you about that. Let's see if we can find the page that I had all that written on, but we'll see what we can do to find that for you. I know guys would like to have their names called. Behind the plate is Dan Furlan. And there's a strike right there. And quickly, Haas is behind 0-2 in the count. On the bases tonight, Rick Erickson and Chad Crutcher. So your umpires tonight for this ball game. And this one is high for ball one. Javin Gauthier waiting on deck for the Chiefs with one away here in the top of the first. Running a little bit behind tonight. This one in the dirt, ball two. As we mentioned before the game started, it was kind of a last minute 4:45. The team announced via social media they were going to try to push the start up to 6 to get ahead of the weather. And everything was going good until there was an accident on I-24, and the Paducah bus was caught up in the traffic as both lanes were stopped. There's one fouled off down the first base side. So they couldn't get here. So while we waited for them to get here, it started raining. They had to put the tarps back on. So we're just getting started here, 7:33, about an hour behind our normal start. So you haven't missed anything if you just tuned in. We're 2-2 on the second batter of the game, Brett Haas. One out here in the top of the first. Chiefs coming in 6-5 tonight. And the Hoppers are 2-9. The Hoptown Hoppers won 2 of their last 4. Maybe about to turn it around. Here's another strikeout as Haas swings at a high one. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the first for Javin Gauthier. Gauthier batting .290 on the season. Second baseman for the Chiefs, wearing number 5. As we said, some names you will recognize if you haven't been keeping up too much. There's one ripped down first base line, almost into the Hopper dugout. There's strike one. But for the Hoppers tonight, former Hoptown High and Heritage Christian Academy star J.J. Thompson played for Wright State this last spring. He's starting center field tonight. Trigg County's Aiden Butts will be starting in right field tonight. Starting at shortstop, Hoptown High's Gavin Powell. Just recently graduated. He'll be going to Wren Lake. 0-2 the count. Just misses here. There's some thunder off to the north of us, so we'll see what the officials, hopefully umpires didn't see that. We'll just keep rolling. And there's one inside, ball 2. That one just misses too. So 2 good pitches that time. Henley's way up in the count, now 2-2. Just misses on his last 2 deliveries. This one's popped up. Going to be out of play off the third base side. Unlike the other night when there's about 400 kids out here chasing every foul ball, it looks like a mom, a daughter, and one guy from the Chiefs are chasing that one down. This one's hit down towards second base. Eddington coming over for it for the Hoppers. He makes the throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hoptown as Heath Henley. Pretty impressive his first time out. So as we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, we've played half an inning. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Chiefs. The Hoppers coming up to bat. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Wednesday, June 18th, it's our last Pennyrile Electric Member Appreciation Day for 2025. Stop by the former Lewisburg IGA parking lot anytime between 8 and 4 to pick up your free buckets and light bulbs, plus enter to win cash prizes. It's Pennyrile Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your life and empower your community for more than 8 decades. Hope to see you there.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And we go into the bottom of the first inning as the Hoppers will send up J.J. Thompson and Gabe Eddington and Owen Hutchison tonight to start this ball game off. Thompson batting .385. He just arrived this week from Wright State. Had a great season with the Raiders. They knocked Vanderbilt out of the NCAA tournament, and so he's just getting here after they were eliminated from their super regional tournament play. And then Eddington from Austin Peay, he's batting .133, and Hutchison is our left fielder tonight. He's batting .179, but he's hit the ball hard. He just hit it right at people all year long. Seems like that's been the story of the year for the Hoppers. Hey, I want to thank a couple of sponsors for us real quick, as our scoreboard's brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville and U-Haul of Hopkinsville. They're both located at 2419 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. You need to go see them for your used car and truck or your moving needs. Here's a pitch in for a strike to J.J. Thompson as we start the bottom of the first inning. Pitching for the Chiefs, Drew Moorhead. He's 0-1 with a 2.10 ERA. Right-hander. This one's hit into center field, a high fly ball, but going back on it is T.K. Madera, and he makes the play easily. There's one away. And that's going to bring up Gabe Eddington, second baseman. Gabe's played pretty well here lately. A lot of speed if he can get on base. He will put a little pressure on the Chiefs' defense. This one's swung on and missed for strike one. And the second pitch on the way, foul back into the backstop. 0-2 the count. Well, I tell you what, it was pretty warm when we first got here today. Since the rain came in, it's kind of cooled off. It's a perfect night for baseball here at the Colonel Field. If you don't have anything to do, come on out. It's free admission. There's the ball high, 1-2 to Eddington. Free admission, just come on in. If you're going to come Wednesday night, there is a doubleheader now. That one's inside, 2-2. So the game on Wednesday is actually a doubleheader now with Fulton. First game scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. Full count now on Eddington. And he takes that one inside, just misses, and Eddington on with a walk. If you're a Chiefs fan, you didn't like that call. It looked pretty close, but Eddington will take first base, and now he's a man that's got lots of speed. And Owen Hutchison, who's been hitting the ball hard, will be up for the Hoppers here with one out in the bottom of the first. The storm moved around north of us, still dark back over that direction. This one's popped up first pitch. Going to be a tough play. Coming in on it is left fielder Dawson Griffith. He'll go into foul territory and make the play. And there's two away. It's Hutchison swinging on the first pitch. And that brings up Dominic Bello. Dominic's batting .292. He's been swinging a hot bat lately as well. Hopper's offense is starting to come alive. They've struggled early on in the season, had some really good pitching. Just couldn't score. Here lately, they've been able to score as well. Had 13 hits Saturday night. Here's a throwback to first. And their win over Full Count Rhythm. Wind picking up just a little bit here. Runner going. Ball hit down towards shortstop, and he moved over towards second. The ball's in for a base hit as he went right where the shortstop had opened up that spot. So a base hit by Dominic Bello. And the first hit of the night for the Hoppers, and moving down to second is Gabe Eddington. Eddington took off, and shortstop Braden Baker went over to cover the bag, and when he did, he left shortstop open, and the ball went right where he was. Connor Scheidt, the batter now for the Hoppers, batting .185. The runners on first and second here with two out. This one swung on and missed as the Hoppers now with the runner in scoring position early in this ball game. And this has been the problem all year long. They get people on base, and they just can't get a hit, or they already have 2 out, and they just don't have much of a chance. See what they can do here. Scheidt swings and misses to that off-speed offering. 0-2 the count. Connor came to the WHOP studios on Friday. Had a good conversation with him. Pitch here. Hit into left field toward the gap. That one might get down. We'll see. Yes, sir. It's down in the gap. 1 run's going to come in to score, and 2 runs are going to come in to score on a stand-up double by Connor Scheidt. As he drives in 2 runs as Dominic Bello and Gabe Eddington score for the Hoppers here in the first inning, and Hoptown draws first blood on a stand-up double by Connor Scheidt. And brings up Carson Tucker. Carson batting .280 on the season. He's been hitting the ball well as well. So the Hoppers score first here in the bottom of the first with 2 out. Finally a hit with runners on. And a 2-run double by Connor Scheidt. First offering to Tucker is a ball. Alec Hotelling waiting on deck for Hoptown, hoping to get a shot here. Tucker's a little late on the swing there. 1-1 the count. And Scheidt, the left-handed batter, he hit it into the left center gap and took a 1 hop off the Colonel baseball sign out there. So he gave it a pretty good ride opposite field. 2-0. As Eddington and Bello come in to score. Here's one ripped down towards shortstop. Sunday hop backhanded over to first base, and nice play by Braden Baker. And that's going to do it for the Hoppers. But they've got 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and they had 1 man left on. As we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's Hoptown 2 and the Paducah Chiefs nothing. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Katie's.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Back here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure I can remember a time this season where I was doing a Hoppers game that we were ahead this early in the ball game. So 2-0 Hoppers as we go to the bottom or the top of the second inning, as the Chiefs will send up Easton Denning, Kobe Watson, and Jackson Ford this inning. They went 1-2-3 in the first. Hoptown's pitcher Heath Henley, pretty impressive in his first inning there. Heath coming in 0-1 tonight, 7.50 ERA, but has thrown better than his ERA would indicate. He's working with a 2-0 lead here. Denning is your batter, left-hander. Takes one high and outside. Easton's the first baseman. He's batting .359, having a good summer for the Chiefs. Batting in the cleanup spot. This one high and right at the eye level, but he can't lay off, and it's 1-1. If you're wondering, Hoptown's upcoming schedule, tomorrow night they go to Fulton, and then they're back here for a doubleheader on Wednesday night. First game's at 5. The second game will probably be about 20 minutes or so after the first game concludes. They'll play 7 innings. Another high pitch that he swings at. They're off on Thursday, and then Friday they're here against Madisonville at 6:30. We'll have that game for you. And then Saturday they're at Full Count for a 7:05 game. So a couple of chances to see the Hoppers this week, in addition to this one. He laid off that one 2-2 as Henley said, well, you swung at the first two, I'll try it again. But this time Denning lays off. Can't get that one in there either. Full count now on Denning. See if I can find you a score that's going on in the league right now. Full count leading Madisonville 1-0. I want to tell you that the Henderson game was rained out because there's no score on Game Changer, nothing showing up. So they may have been rained out tonight, their game with Fulton. If I see anything, though, I'll let you know. That ball fouled out of play, so we stay 3-2. And Denning trying to get on here. Hits this one into left field, into the gap, tailing back toward the outfielder. A nice running try, though. Gets past the Hoptown outfielder out there. So Hutchison can't come up with it. They get it inside, but back into the infield, but a stand-up double for Easton Denning to lead off here the top of the second inning. It was good effort out there by Hutchison. He made a long run and just could not come up with it. The first hit of the night for the Chiefs, and that brings up Kobe Watson as Denning, with the double. Watson's your right fielder, batting 176 on the season. Tall right-handed player. Fouls it off on the first offering. Hoptown scored 2 in the top of the first, and they're trying to hold off the Chiefs here in the top of the second. Jackson Ford waiting on deck for the Chiefs. This one's chopped down toward third. It's going to be a tough play. Ball not hit hard. Long throw across the diamond, and they're going to get him. And they hold the runner. So a nice play that time by Carson Tucker of the Hoppers at third base. The ball just chopped in front of the plate, but he checks the runner. Long throw across the field in time, and there's one away. Most important part of that was he held Denning at second base. So that's going to bring up Ford, a left-hander. He's a catcher, batting, throws right, hits left. Ford bats about 250. This one's high and outside, ball one. One away here in the top of the first. Easton Denning led off with a double. In the left center gap. This one was a bunt attempt, but he can't get his bat on it, and it's 1-1. Kind of jabbed at it. Not sure his coach liked that effort. 1-1 the count. One out here in the top of the second. Hoppers lead it 2-0. First baseman creeping in on the grass. He's expecting bunt. That one's in the dirt. And it's 2-1. Scheidt was edging in. He thought he might be a bunt on here. Eddington didn't make a move toward first, though. Still dark back over to the north of us. You might hear a little rumbling in the microphone. Somewhere between here and Henderson, they're getting it. There's a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch that time. It's 2-2 on Ford. Braden Baker waits on deck for the Chiefs. Outside, misses for 3-2 now as he goes full count on the second batter of this inning. Went 3-2 on Denning. Denning fouled off a pitch and then laced one into the left center gap. He stands at second base right now. Gavin Powell, shortstop him, holds him on. Now going to get back in his position. This one's swinging a miss, and the third strikeout of the night. And the second out of this inning is Heath Henley with 3 strikeouts already tonight for the Hoppers. So 2 away now. Braden Baker will come up for the Chiefs. Baker's a shortstop. He's batting 143 on the summer. Right-handed batter. Trying to get a runner in from second base. This one's tapped foul over by the on-deck circle. Once again, more thunder off to the north of us. Really a bad-looking cloud back there, but don't think it's going to come this way back toward the southwest where these storms normally come from. It looks pretty light back that way, so maybe we can get this one in. Pitch on the way. Strike. Catcher can't hang on, but the runner doesn't advance. So 0-2 is the count on Baker. Heath Henley trying to get out of this jam. Pitch around a leadoff double. 0-2. Don't want to give him anything here. Pitch on the way. Popped up into right field. Butts goes back on it. Settles underneath and makes the play. So Aiden Butts makes the catch for the third out here in the second. So we check our car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Paducah had one hit. There was no errors, no runs, and one man left on. We played an inning and a half. It's the Hoptown Hoppers 2, Paducah Chiefs 0. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores for their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
Hi, this is Hopper Carson Tucker from Murray, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Hopkinsville YMCA, the City of Hopkinsville, Christian County Government, Sunflower Photography, All Clean Services, and AKS Flooring, and Maddox Fuqua Hinton Funeral Home. Go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson with you tonight. The Hoppers will send Alec Hotelling, Aiden Butts, and Gavin Powell to the plate here in the bottom of the second. They lead it 2-0. In case you didn't know, former Hopkinsville High School star Chris Dilday has joined the team. He came in on Saturday, pitched 2/3 of an inning, didn't allow a runner as Hoptown defeated Full Count Rhythm. Of course, Dilday played for the Hoppers 2 years ago. He now joins J.J. Thompson and former Hoptown player Gavin Powell, former Trick star Aiden Butts on the team. So 4 local players on this year's Hoppers team. Hotelling, the catcher, he's been playing much better at the plate. He's batting 71, but man, he has really played well behind the plate for the Hoppers this summer. 1-1 the count here. Alec is a backstop and a wall back there. Does a really nice job. 2-1 here. So he's ahead in the count now. And Moorhead worked from behind quite a bit in the first inning. Got himself into some trouble early on. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2. Butts waits on deck, and Butts is having a good summer, batting .273. He just graduated from Trigg County High School. This is his first look at college pitching. Here's a ball hit back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, and the shortstop, Baker, can't handle it, and a base hit for Alec Hotelling. That's the third hit of the night for the Hoppers, and on first for Hotelling, he's on, and that's going to bring up Butts. And if we know anything, if you're from here and you know the name Butts, you know that they can hit a baseball. And so far this summer, Aiden has been warming up. He's been hitting the ball pretty well lately. Gavin Powell of Hoptown High School waits on deck. He'll be going to Wren Lake. Here's a strike on the outside corner to Butts. Don't think Hotelling's much of a risk to run, but you never know. Pretty good lead over at first base. Not going. Pitch here on the outside corner. Another good pitch that time, though, by Moorhead as he's way out in front of Butts here. Aiden just needs to get something in play here. Move the runners around. Move the runner around. Just one on. Throw back to first. Hotelling back in plenty of time. Hoppers looking for their first 2-game winning streak of the year tonight. So they won Saturday. We're off last night. Here's a pitch, but got just a little bit enough to stay up there. Jackson Ford couldn't handle the tip. If he'd have hung on, that would have been a strikeout. Six teams in this year's OVL, and if Paducah wins tonight, I believe 4 of them will have 7 wins on the year already. Outside for ball 1. Butts trying to get something going here for the Hoppers. No outs. Hotelling on first base. They lead 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Runner going. And a ball in the dirt, and Hotelling steals second base. So the Hoptown catcher with his stolen base. And good jump on that. So now 2-2 is the count. And a runner in scoring position for Hoptown. Big hole over on the right side as the second baseman holding on the runner. Butts could get one through there. This one's popped up over to the right side, out of play. It stays 2-2.
Stay away from the road, number 1. And when you get those foul balls, please return to the first base dugout tonight. First base dugout tonight for those foul balls, please. Appreciate your help.
Aiden doing a really nice job at the plate here as he's extended this at bat quite a bit. In case you just joined us, we had a little bit of a delay, about an hour tonight. There's a swing and a miss, and Butts goes down on strikes. There's one away, and that brings up Gavin Powell. Butts tells him, watch out for this and watch out for that. He's got a good fastball. He really got Butts in the hole there that time with 2 good fastballs in the outside corner. Got him in an 0-2 hole. Aiden did a nice job just fighting to stay alive there before striking out. One away, Hotelling at second base. And Gavin Powell, the number 9 hitter, in the lineup. Moorhead fakes like he's going to go back to second as Hotelling. It's a good lead back there. Powell's had some tough luck. He's had a couple of balls that he hit very well, just right at somebody. There's a ball there that's a little bit low. He had they were playing full count here a couple of weeks ago. They had bases loaded, and Gavin just absolutely torched one down the first base line that somehow found the first baseman's glove. He just threw his hand out, and that's been the kind of summer it's been. Swings through that one, 1-1. He had another ball the other night that looked like it was going to get down. It stayed up and ended up being caught for an out that also could have been a big hit for the Hoppers. Gavin with a chance here for an RBI. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Leadoff batter J.J. Thompson waits on deck. So Powell and Thompson, who were part of Hoptown's 2024 Region 2 championship team, playing together again here on the Hoppers. And swing and a miss there, and Powell goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away. It's the second strikeout of the night for Drew Moorhead, and he'll take a good look now at the second time for J.J. Thompson. He flew out to center field his last time up back in the first on the second pitch that he saw. Of course, J.J. played for Wright State, had a great season on the mound for the Raiders. Helped them to the Horizon League Tournament Championship. They went on to the NCAA tournament, knocked Vanderbilt out. Vandy was the number 1 overall seed before they lost, and then JJ just gotten here about a week ago. This one's hit towards second, toward the hole, and it'll get through for a base hit. Hotelling rounds third. Here comes the throw in, and they are going to hold him at third base, but a base hit for J.J. Thompson. Hotelling had thoughts about coming in, but they held him up over there. Coach Benny held him up. It's Kobe Watson charging the ball and probably would have had him dead meat. So first and third now, and that brings up Gabe Eddington. Walked and scored his first time up. We'll see if Thompson gets the green light to steal. Pretty good lead over at first base. He does not. And a strike to Eddington on the first pitch. Hoptown with runners on again here in the second. Scored 2 in the first. They lead it 2-0. Throw over to first. And Thompson back. He's in the game now. His uniform's dirty. Throws over again. Thompson has thoughts, I think. Trying to get over to second base. Takes his lead. Moorhead checking him twice over there. And going on the pitch here and then throwing down to second. And Thompson is dead meat down at second base on the caught stealing. So the Hoppers are retired here in the second inning. They had, as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Hoppers had 2 hits. They had no runs. They had no errors. There was 1 man left on base. We played 2 innings. And Hoptown Hoppers 2 and Paducah Chiefs nothing. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
Has your home or business suffered from water damage? How about fire damage to your home? Even if you just need the carpets cleaned, All Clean Services has you covered. All Clean takes pride in the work they do, assuring you quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call 270-889-9645. All Clean Services, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Are your joints causing you pain? You can count on Jenny Stewart Orthopedics to get you back in motion. Our team specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide range of conditions, from traumatic and sports-related injuries to chronic and debilitating arthritis. Our providers share a passion for providing quality medical care and superior outcomes for their patients. Schedule an appointment today. Visit jennystewarthealth.org/ortho.
Experience makes the difference.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson with you here tonight. As we go to the top of the third, Dawson Griffith will lead off for the Chiefs. He'll be followed by Tyler Humphrey, and then back to the top of their lineup with TK Madera. And they'll be going against Heath Henley, who so far has only given up 1 hit, no runs. So we played 2 innings, and the Hoppers lead it 2-0. We check our WHOP sports schedule tomorrow night. No Hoppers game as they're on the road, but we do have the Cardinals baseball. They'll be playing the White Sox. They open up a 3-game series with them. That'll be on News Radio, 99.3 FM and 1230 AM WHOP. But Wednesday night, we do have Hoppers baseball. It's a doubleheader. We'll come on the air about 4:45 as the first game starts at 5. And then we'll have another game after that. I'll do the first game. Jeff Sisk will have the second game for you. But we'll also have Cardinals baseball at 5:45, and they'll be playing the White Sox again. And that one will be on 99.3 FM at 1230 AM WHOP. For us, all the Hoppers games are on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Hotelling goes out and has a conversation with Henley. Maybe talking about the signs. Misses one there. Ball 1 on Dawson Griffith. There's a strike on the outside corner. Looked pretty good there. Nice pitch by Henley. Griffith's the left fielder. He's batting 111 this year. Takes one high for ball 2. So 2-1 the count on the Chiefs' left fielder. Tyler Humphrey, the DH, waits on deck. This one's fouled off, and we're 2-2. If you haven't heard already, the Murray State Racers tough ball game today as Arkansas beat them 3-0, and Arkansas pitcher Gabe Wood threw a no-hitter, 19 strikeouts. There's a strikeout right there for Hoptown Hopper pitcher Heath Henley.
For the Chiefs, the designated hitter, number
He's got 4 strikeouts tonight, and there's 1 out here in the third. Tyler Humphrey will bat. Tyler's the DH. He has not reached base on a hit this summer. Henley not messing around with a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. As we said, the Razorbacks took care of Murray today, ended their College World Series run. It's an instant classic, too, because 19 strikeouts. It's the first no-hitter in the World Series since 1960 and only the 3rd ever in the World Series. So it took that to knock the Racers out. Great season for Murray State. This one's hit down between second and third and a base hit, and that's his first hit of the season. So Tyler Humphrey's on with a base hit. With 1 out here in the top of the third, brings up the leadoff man, T.K. Madera. He struck out his first time up. He was way ahead in the count. Swung 2 pitches up high and was retired back in the first inning. We'll see what Hoptown does here. He's got a pitch called. Got it on the inside corner. He was watching that runner. I thought he might call for something where he had a chance to throw him out. Not much of a lead over there, though, for Humphrey. Next pitch here, outside, and it's 1-1. Still 1-0, full count, and Madisonville. Their game down in Hendersonville. There's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 now on Madera. Madera comes into this one batting .293, left-handed batter. Runner not going. This one's popped up. Who's got it? Moving over on it is J.J. Thompson, and he makes a nice play out there in center field. Comes sliding in head first and catches it just before it hits the ground. He and Aiden Butts coming together out there, but nice play by J.J. Thompson, and there's 2 away here in the third. I wasn't sure anybody was going to get to that one, to be honest. It was kind of in no man's land. So Brett Haas up. He struck out his last time up. Ball just kept coming back toward the infield. This one's ball high. Thompson making his impact so far, both offensively and defensively tonight for the Hoppers. There's another ball there. 2 balls, no strikes now on Haas. Not much lead over at first base by Humphrey. He reached on a base hit. Swing and a miss there. That pitch knocked something off of the mitt of Hoptown. He had to go retrieve it. 2-1 the count. So I swung through. This one's low and in the dirt, and it's 3-1 now. As Henley in danger of walking his first batter of the night. And he does. He misses it high. So first walk of the night, and that'll go to Haas. And now the Chiefs with runners on first and second. They have 2 hits tonight. Had a double by Easton Denning back in the second to lead off the inning. They had a single here with 1 out in this inning by Tyler Humphrey, who stands at second base right now. Javin Gauthier is the batter. He hit a ground ball to Eddington to end the first inning. This one's outside for ball 1. Good crowd remained for this ball game tonight, despite the delay and a little rain to start it off here. That one also misses, even though it looked pretty good from this angle. 2-0 the count. Denning waits on deck. You don't really want the bases loaded with him coming up. He's having a great summer. Already has a double tonight. This one swung on and missed. 2-1 now on Gauthier. Javins, the second baseman for the Chiefs. He grounded out to the Hoppers second baseman last time up. He takes the ball there on the outside, 3-1. Full count in Madisonville in a pitcher's duel there. Full count, it's 1-0. Here's a pitch in for a strike. And it's full count now on Gauthier. Big pitch coming here. Don't want Denning on. Runners on. Take it off. Popped up and out of play. The runners were on the move here with 3-2 and 2 out. Gauthier hoping to get one in play here with 2 out and runners on first and second. Runners go again, and the ball is high for ball 4, and that's another walk. So the bases are now loaded for the Chiefs, and that brings up Easton Denning. Denning had a, can't hardly read my own writing. Denning had a stand-up double. His last time up, coming in batting .359 on the season. You're one pitch here away from being in trouble if you're the Hoppers.
Now bring to the plate for the Chiefs, first baseman number 44, Easton Denning.
Important to get him out here. This is the second walk of the game for Henley, and the second straight batter that he's faced that he's walked. Tyler Humphrey at third base after he singled with 1 out here in the third. This one's low and in the dirt. Off the plate for ball 1. Don't want to give him too much. So he could tie or possibly put Paducah in the lead here with 1 swing of the bat. Wind is blowing out. There's another ball in the dirt. 2-0 now. Henley going to have to work from behind here. Be really careful with his batter. Aiden Butts deep in right field. Here's the pitch. Hit down toward first. It's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will come in, and the ball misplayed in right field will allow another run to score. Now they throw it into the plate, and it'll be first and third on a base hit by Easton Denning, and it's now 2-2 as 2 runs come in to score on that. Humphrey and Brett Haas tie it up on the 2-out single by Easton Denning. I don't know if they would have gotten Haas anyway, but ball was misplayed just a little bit out there in right field. And allowed Gauthier to move to third. The first pitch swinging popped up down the first base line, and it's going to fall helplessly to the ground. It's Kobe Watson swinging on first pitch. With Henley's issues this inning, I can't believe that the Paducah coach would be too happy with him swinging at the first pitch. 2-2 is our score as the Chiefs tie it up here. A base hit by Easton Denning. Runners on the corners with 2 out. Pitch here to hit down towards second. Going to be picked up by Hoptown shortstop, and the throw in the dirt, and Scheidt can't dig it out, and another run will score. And that's going to be an error on the Hoppers. So Denning moves up to second. Over to first is Kobe Watson on the error, and the throw is in the dirt. So we're going to give the error on the throw. And that brings up Jackson Ford. So now the Chiefs in the lead here with 3 runs here in the third. They lead 3-2. Jackson Ford struck out his last time up, batting from the left side of the plate. 8th batter to come to the plate for the Chiefs this inning. Inside for ball 1. Hoppers need an out. Got the ground ball he wanted, but error on the throw. Allows the go-ahead run. That one's in the dirt also. 2-0 now to Ford. Braden Baker waits on deck. The runner's on first and second. 2 out here in the top of the third. Curveball. He lays down a bunt, and it goes foul down the third base line. Ford trying to catch third baseman Carson Tucker napping down there. Tucker playing even with the bag. 2-1 the count on Ford. Here's the pitch. This one's tapped toward the first base side, picked up and over to first base. Henley will take care of it to Scheit, and the Hoppers are out of it here on a 1-2-3 for the third out. However, as we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Chiefs get 3 runs. They get a couple of hits and error on the Hoppers. They left 2 men on base, and after 2.5 innings, it's Paducah 3, Hoptown 2. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa here. I'm having a little fun in the sun and wanted to share some summertime joy. My elves are helping our friends at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress with their Christmas in June special. It's like Christmas came early with up to 70% off in select departments. Plus, get interest-free financing for up to 24 months. Transform your home with the finest furniture around at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where they're always priced right. Ho, ho, ho.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
So we go to the bottom of the third. Joe Wilson with you here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. The Hoppers trailing now for the first time tonight, 3-2, as the Chiefs took advantage of 2 hits, an error, a couple of walks to score 3 runs there in the top of the third, and they lead it 3-2. Gabe Eddington was at bat when J.J. Thompson was caught stealing back in the bottom of the second inning, so he'll lead off for the Hoppers here in the third. He'll be followed by Owen Hutchison and Dominic Bello. Eddington walked, came around to score on the double by Connor Scheit back in the first inning. Had a stolen base on the night. And he will face, once again, Drew Moorhead. Moorhead starts him off with the ball. 1-0 the count. This one's just misses outside. 2-0 now on the second baseman from Austin P. That one's also outside, so he'll go 3-0 now. If he can get on base, maybe put a little pressure on the Chiefs defense. Takes a strike on the outside corner there, 3-1. He was taken the whole way there. Maybe taken again here. We'll see. Nope, strike on the outside corner. Gabe thought it was a ball, but go full count. Eddington trying to get on here. Strike on the inside corner, comes back with 3 straight strikes, and Moorhead strikes out Eddington, and there's one away here in the third. That's the third strikeout of the game for Drew Moorhead. Hutchison will come to the plate for the Hoppers. He swung at the first pitch he saw back in the first inning, flew out to left field. Hutch started off, had a home run that first night at Henderson, but he's struggled a little bit since then. Batting 179 on the season. Ahead in the count here, 1-0. And there's one on the outside corner for a strike. Moorhead has been able to get that pitch over here the last inning or so. It's 1-1 now on Hutchison. This one's in the dirt, ball 2. Hoptown on the road tomorrow night. They're at Fulton at 6:30. And then they're back home on Wednesday for a doubleheader against the Henderson Flash. There'll be 2 games. First one at 5 p.m. They're both 7-inning games. So come on out, watch you a couple of games. Good chance to see the Henderson Flash, and they are a good squad. 3-1 the count now to Hutchison. Hoppers off on Thursday. Back home Friday against Madisonville. We'll have those games on Wednesday and Friday for you. And then Saturday they go to full count. Hutchison fouled that one off. It's 3-2. Second batter in a row. This one's hit down toward first. Moving over to get it is Gauthier. He can't get it, and a base hit. As Hutchison finds a hole over between first and second base, and into right field it goes for a C&I single. It looks like a line drive in the book. And Dominic Bello will come up for the Hoppers. He had a single his last time up, came around to score on the double by Scheit. So 1 out here, runner on first base for the Hoppers. Good lead and the runner going. And the throw down to second on the other side of the bag, but they still got him. They got him out there. Throw was on the other shortstop side of the bag, but the tag in time. And Hutchison's caught stealing, the second caught stealing tonight. There's 2 away now. And a strike on the pitch to Bello. So bad all the way around for the Hoppers that time. Bad luck. 1-1 here. So second caught stealing is Jackson Ford. Showing off the arm tonight. This one's outside for ball 2. 2-1. Threw out J.J. Thompson back in the second inning. Threw out Owen Hutchison in this one. Ball inside. 3-1 now on Bello. Connor Scheit waits on deck. Had a 2-run double his last time up. Pitch here is hit down towards shortstop, right at the short. He throws it across the field, and they're going to make the play as Braden Baker smooth on that one, and the Hoppers are down with no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, nobody left on as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's 3-2 Chiefs after 3 innings. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Wednesday, June 18th. It's our last Pennyrile Electric Member Appreciation Day for 2025. Stop by the former Lewisburg IGA parking lot anytime between 8 and 4 to pick up your free buckets and light bulbs, plus enter to win cash prizes. It's Pennyrile Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your life and empower your community for more than 8 decades. Hope to see you there.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
3-2 entering the top of the 4th inning here as the Chiefs will send up Braden Baker and Dawson Griffith and Tyler Humphrey. There are 7, 8, and 9 men in the lineup. Baker flew out to Aiden Butts back in the 2nd inning. Chiefs trailed 2-0 after 1, but got 3 in the top of the 3rd and lead it now 3-2. Henley's pitch there just a little outside. 1-0 the count. This one high and tight. 2-0. And a strike there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. If you're wondering, if you just tuned in and it's 8:30 and you're thought, well, they might be in the 7th inning, wrong answer. We had quite a bit going on to kind of put us in a delay. We're about an hour behind starting. 3-1 the count now. There was a wreck on I-24. Paducah had a hard time getting here because of the traffic that was backed up. And then it started raining. Here's a ball hit down towards shortstop, backhanded by Powell. Got a long throw. He won't get it, and it's a base hit. So Braden Baker on with a hit, and that's his first hit of the night. Infield hit there. Nice job of keeping that ball from getting to the outfield, though, by Powell. With the leadoff man on here for the Chiefs here in the 4th. Dawson Griffith struck out his last time looking. Oh, he was swinging. Sorry, he was swinging. Back in the 3rd. He's back up this inning. This one's high. Not much of a chance to swing at that one. Baker maybe a threat to run here. Good lead over at first base. Does not have his sliding glove on, though. There's a strike right there. Hotelling popped up, thought about going to first, but dropped the ball. So 1-1 the count now on Griffith. We just missed a pretty good storm. It went to the north of us. Throw to first, not in time. Early in the game, heard some rumbles of thunder, but right now, very pleasant out here. Looks like we have a window for rain coming later on. Here's one runner moving and hits into past the shortstop. As nice job, though. As once again, Powell stopped it from getting to the grass, but that was a pretty darn good play that time because he was headed to second base on the pitch as the runner took off and then ended up having to go into the hole to make the stop. So 2 infield hits here for the Chiefs, and there's runners on first and second. That brings up Tyler Humphrey. He had a single his last time up. In between short and third, and he's going to bunt this time. Lays one down the third base line, coming in to get it now. Hoppers will make the play. Carson Tucker comes in, moves the runner over on the sacrifice bunt. There's one away. Good play that time by Carson Tucker. And brings up TK Madera, the leadoff man for the Chiefs. It's his 3rd appearance already here in the 4th inning. Struck out his first time looking, flew out to center field last time. If he gets a fly ball here, he might be able to get another run on the board for the Chiefs. Base hit, could score 2. This one's chopped down toward first. It's going to go foul. Madera batting .293 on the season. Braden Baker at third base for the Chiefs. Dawson Griffith down at second. They both had infield hits. Henley taking his time, throws a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2 now on Madera. Brett Haas waits on deck for Paducah. Henley trying to get out of this jam here in the 4th. Comes here. This one's hit into left field. It's going to come sinking in, but a nice play in left, but that's going to be enough to get a runner in. As good play out there by Owen Hutchison coming in, makes the sliding catch. But it's going to get a run in. And Paducah now leads 4-2 as Braden Baker comes in to score. Griffith will stay at second base, and there's 2 away. Now Chris Benny going to go out and talk to his pitcher. They do have someone warming up in the pen, and they might be all we see of Henley tonight. We'll see here. As Benny in the infield coming to the mound to have a talk. So this inning started off with Braden Baker with an infield single, then Dawson Griffith with an infield single. Tyler Humphrey sacked. The runners over to second and third, and then TK Madera with a fly ball to left field scores Baker, and just like that, it's 4-2. Chiefs. Brett Haas will face Henley, who stays in the game. Coach Benny wanted to just check on his pitcher, go over some defense with the team. That one hit right off the end of the bat. Foul ball, went over toward the Hoppers dugout. It's 0-1 now on Haas. He rips this one into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And misplayed over there by Hutchison, and now going to second base, and the throw coming in, and they got him. Nice throw by Hutchison, but the run will score on a single. Here in the fourth. A single by Haas, and he's thrown out going to second base by Hutchison for the third out. But the Chiefs get two more. As we check our car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, there was a couple of runs on 3 hits. No Hoptown errors, and there was nobody left on as we've played 3.5. It's Paducah 5 and the Hoppers 2. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Connor Scheidt leads off for the Hoppers here in the bottom of the fourth as Paducah's now scored 5 unanswered runs, and they lead at 5-2. They had 3 in the third and 2 here in the top of the fourth. So the Hoppers have some work to be done here. And Scheidt, who doubled his last time up, knocked in a couple of runs, leads off here in the fourth. This one popped up high on the infield. Coming over to try to make the play is Denning, and he will, and there's one away. So Carson Tucker will take his chance now. He's grounded out to shortstop his first time up. There's one away here for the Hoppers in the fourth. Drew Moorhead has calmed down after that first inning. Gave a couple of hits and 2 runs. Error was made in that first inning by the Chiefs, but since then he has settled down. Here's the ball, first pitch swinging and hit into center field. And TK Madera there without having to move hardly at all. And there's 2 away on just a couple of pitches. So Alec Hotelling. Hopper's not making Moorhead work too hard this inning. Couple of pitches in, and there's 2 out. And Hotelling swings at the first pitch, but he misses, and it's a strike. Moorhead really cruising along here. There's a little curveball in for a strike. And it's 0-2 on Hotelling. Had a single his first time up, stole second base. Was back in the second. And a strike 3, catcher drops the ball, and he'll just tag Hotelling out. So backwards K there And the Hoppers go down very quietly here in the 4th inning as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We've played 4 innings. It's Paducah 5, Hoptown 2, and you're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Are your joints causing you pain? You can count on Jenny Stewart Orthopedics to get you back in motion. Our team specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide range of conditions, from traumatic and sports-related injuries to chronic and debilitating arthritis. Our providers share a passion for providing quality medical care and superior outcomes for their patients. Schedule an appointment today. Visit jennystewarthealth.org/ortho.
Experience makes the difference.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Top of the 5th here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field, and the Hoppers have made a pitching change. They've going with Owen Boswell, as Boswell will relieve Heath Hensley. Hensley went 4 innings. He struck out 4, and he walked 2. He's on the hook for 4 of the 5 runs that were put on the board, and right now he would be the losing pitcher if this game was to end right now. Boswell comes into this one. He's has no record but a 3.55 ERA, left-hander. Boswell's a freshman at Bethel University in Munford, Tennessee, from Munford, Tennessee. So the Chiefs will have a new arm to face here in the 5th inning. They lead it 5-2. Hopper scored early, took a 2-0 lead in the first on a 2-run double by Connor Scheidt, but then it's been all Chiefs since then. They had 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and they lead it 5-2. And Javin Gauthier will lead off here in the 5th inning for Paducah. There, he'll be followed by Easton Denning and Kobe Watson. Denning already 2 for 2 tonight. So Gauthier will bat. He's batting .290 on the season. Boswell's first pitch in for a strike, right at the knees. Fastball at the knees, and it's 0-1. Hoppers went down on 5 pitches there in the bottom of the 4th inning. Did not have to make Mr. Moorhead work very hard. The curveball in for a strike there, 0-2. Some of you may have gone for a break, came back, and they're already back out in the field. We're in the top of the 5th. This game moving along. Curveball in the outside corner. Looked good, but just outside, 1-2 now. Gauthier is 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to second, walked, scored his last time up. Ball right over the top of his helmet there as that curveball slipped out of the hand of Boswell. And it's 2-2 the count. First batter that Boswell has faced tonight. This one's right on the outside corner, but just a little out. 3-2 the count now. Gauthier's battled back from an 0-2 deficit. See if we can find you a score on those other games tonight. This one's swing on a miss and a strikeout for Boswell. So he gets Gauthier on strikes, and there's 1 away. So that'll bring up the cleanup batter, Easton Denning, and he is 2 for 2 tonight, a pair of RBIs, single and a double on the night. Dangerous batter. Full count still leading Madisonville 1-0. That game. They are in the 3rd inning. They may have had a rain delay. They're in the 3rd inning down in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Curveball swung on and chopped into the dirt, foul. So he had Denning all twisted up there. Hoptown goes to Fulton tomorrow night, and Fulton is red hot. They've moved all the way up to 7-6, a game and a half out of first place in the standings. Swing and a miss there on a curveball. So he's made Denning look kind of bad here the first two pitches, and Denning has been feasting on the Hoppers pitching so far tonight. Kobe Watson waits on deck for the Chiefs. One out here in the top of the fifth. Curveball got him. And Owen Boswell throwing strikes, 2 Ks in his first 2 batters he's faced, and that'll take up Kobe Watson, bringing him to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to third, reached on an error back in the third. Curveball just misses on the outside corner. (1-0) the count on Watson. Batting 176, but has pretty good eye at the plate. Tall batter. Right-hander. Heading the count 2-0. This curveball also misses inside, and it's now 3-0. And we know anything about college baseball, the walks will kill you, even with 2 out. So let's see if Boswell can come back here. Pitch here, right down the middle for a strike. It's Watson taking the whole way. I imagine he'll be watching this one too. And there's one just on the outside. Ball 4, and the first walk of the game issued by Owen Boswell. So a 2-out walk to Kobe Watson brings up Jackson Ford. Ford 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out, and he's grounded out to the pitcher. But boy, has he been tough behind the plate tonight for the Chiefs. He's thrown out 2 Hopper runners tonight. So he's kind of shut down a couple of rallies that the Hoppers had with his defense. Ball outside there. 1-0. Pretty good lead over there for Kobe Watson. Pitcher checks, throws inside, and they gonna say it hit him, or is it just a foul ball? Just a foul ball. May have got the handle, but it looked like it got him. So 1-1 the count now on Jackson Ford. Catcher for the Chiefs, man on first. This one's outside for ball 2. Another ball. Suddenly things are getting tight behind the plate back there. So we'll see what happens here. Needs to get a strike over. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And we're full count now on Jackson Ford. And a strike on the outside corner. Catches Ford looking. And 3 strikeouts that inning for Owen Boswell. And as we check our car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, the Chiefs have no runs, no hits, no errors. They left 1 man on. We've played 4 1/2. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers 5-2. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Katy.
Hi, this is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Katie's, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers!
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
You're going to want to listen to this one if you're locally grown here, because we've got Aiden Butts, Gavin Powell, and J.J. Thompson coming up this inning for the Hoppers. Of course, Aiden's from Trigg County, Gavin Powell, a Hoptown High graduate, and J.J. Thompson, a Hoptown High graduate, also played some time at Heritage Christian. So 3 local guys going to be batting this inning for the Hoppers. They went down in 5 pitches the last inning against Drew Moorhead. He really didn't have to work much that 4th inning. Hoppers trying to make a little noise here. His Butts will lead off. He struck out his last time up. Aiden's batting .273 this summer. Let's see if he can get us going here in the 5th. Swinging on the first pitch and pops it up into foul territory. Chiefs give chase, but they run out of room over there on the first base side. So Butts behind in the count 0-1. St. Louis Cardinals back in action tomorrow night. They'll take on the White Sox. They open up a 3-game series. Here's one fouled back off to the backstop. 0-2 now on Butts. The Cardinals off tonight, traveling to Chicago. They'll be taking on the White Sox tomorrow night. We'll have it for you on WHOP. 5:45, Cardinals and White Sox on News Radio 99.3 FM and 12:30 AM WHOP. There's a ball high and tight to Butts. And the Trigg County graduate looking to get something going for the Hoppers here to start the 5th. Hits one into left field for a base hit. Aiden Butts on with a hit. Been a while since the Hoppers have had anybody on, and Butts slaps a line drive right between short and third base, and he's on. So Gavin Powell will bat for the Hoppers now. He struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. It's been a while since he's been up there, as Hoppers really haven't made Moorhead work very much the last few innings. Let's see what happens here. Powell faked the bunt, now the throw back to first, and they try to catch Butts napping over there, but he's back in time. A strike on Gavin Powell. 0-1 the count on the Hoptown High grad. They throw back over to first. Check on Butts. Powell will be heading off to Wren Lake in the fall. Great program up there, junior college program up there. Pretty close to Mount Vernon, if you've ever been up to Mount Vernon, Illinois. He gets down a perfect bunt down the first baseline. This is going to be a tough play, and he's on with a base hit on the bunt. Gavin Powell with a perfect bunt down the first baseline. And Powell's on, and Butts is on, and now that's going to bring up J.J. Thompson. So runners on first and second with no out, and the Hoppers in business here. Boy, I'll tell you what, Gavin Powell couldn't have done it much better than that. So he laid that thing down about 10 feet outside the dirt. By the time Moorhead had gotten to the ball, he was almost to first base. Beautiful bunt that time. J.J. batting now here, and he hits one into right field for a base hit. And it's not hit hard. We're going to see Butts rounds third, and he's going to come in to score. And then Powell's going to move all the way to third. And they have J.J. caught, and they got him at first. But no, they throw it away. And coming in to score will be Powell. And going to second is J.J. Thompson. Woo, lots to talk about on that one. Thompson hits one into right field to score a running Aiden Butts on the play. And then Powell moving to third. As they threw to third, Thompson tried to take second. They cut off the throw, had him dead to right, threw the ball past the first baseman, so the error allows the runner to score. So it makes it 5-4. And moving down to second base is J.J. Thompson. Now the Chiefs want to talk about it. As Gabe Eddington will come up. Let's talk about our local connection there. As Aiden Butts of Trigg County leads off with a single. Gavin Powell with an infield single on a bunt. And then J.J. Thompson with a single. And the Hoppers back within one here, 5-4 in the fifth inning. And it's caused a meeting on the mound for the Chiefs as they threw that one all over. They had J.J. Thompson dead to right. Threw the ball away over at first base. Thompson now down at second base with no out. He would be the tying run if he comes around to score. And Gabe Eddington is the batter due up for the Hoppers. The umpire goes out and breaks up the meeting. I think Coach just wanted to settle everybody down. Eddington had a chance here to make some more noise. Walked his first time up, scored, struck out looking his last time up, but a chance here to move a runner around is, I'd say he's going to try a bunt, pulls the back as the pitch is high for ball one. So he's trying to move J.J. Thompson around. 1-0 the count. Owen Hutchison on deck for Hoptown. Eddington squares around again, pops it up, and nice play by the first baseman as he catches it in the air on a diving play. Easton Denning doing it with the bat and the glove tonight. That was a fantastic play by Denning as he was charging on the play. Eddington popped up the bunt, and Denning got to it just before it hit the ground. So Thompson retreats back to second. There's one away now, and Owen Hutchison up. He flew out to left and had a single. Was caught stealing back in the third. Could use a base hit right here. Swing and a miss. Moorhead working that outside corner. Got to feel good, though, when your local guys do well. Butts and Powell both with singles and come around to score this inning. And Thompson with an RBI single. And we're back within one. They thought about throwing down to second, but Ford thought better of it. 1-1 the count. Now on Hutchison. Dominic Bello, another hot batter, is waiting on deck for the Hoppers. Had a single back in the first, so he's hoping to continue his good night. This one's popped up down the left field line. Long run, but they're not going to be able to get to it, and it's a foul ball. So 1-2, just a long strike there. Dawson Griffith had to give it a long chase. It fell foul territory down there near the old bullpen area. It's down the left field line if you're familiar with Colonel Field. 1-2 the count. Hutchison the batter for the Hoppers. Thought about it, but held up. 2-2 the count. Moorhead had been cruising right along for a couple of innings. Only needed 5 pitches last inning. This one's fouled down the first base line toward the Hoppers dugout. But the Hoppers get to him here in the 5th. 2-2 on Hutchison here. Big lead out at second base for Thompson. If he gets into right field, I think you'll see him try to make it. And ball outside here. And it's a full count on Owen Hutchison now. In case you just joined us, Chiefs lead it 5-4. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Hoppers just scored 2. Runner on second with 1 out. Owen Hutchison, the batter, rips one foul down the first base line. Boy, that one had chance. Stays 2-2. Hoppers 2-9 on the season, but they've played better lately, offensively especially. They continue to get pretty good pitching. This one's hit down third base, and it gets past the third baseman down the left field line. Here comes Thompson. He'll come around third. He'll score. And going into second base with a stand-up double is Owen Hutchison, and the Hoppers have tied this ball game up at 5-5. Boy, I tell you, the last pitch, he ripped down first base line. That one, he got past the third baseman right down the right at the bag. And Thompson comes around to score. So, ladies and gentlemen, your local guys, Aiden Butts, Gavin Powell, J.J. Thompson all score this inning, and it's 5-5. And the Chiefs manager has seen enough. I believe he's going to make a pitching change here, so we'll see what he's going to do. But it's his second appearance out, so it will be a pitching change. So we're going to take a quick break as Paducah will make a pitching change as we check our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's 5-5 here in the bottom of the fifth. Hoptown Hoppers baseball is what you're listening to on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Looking to transform your home? Welcome to AKS Flooring, your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. From stunning hardwood and luxurious carpets to stylish tiles and vinyl, we've got the perfect floor for every room. But that's not all. Our experts can help with custom countertops, beautiful backsplashes, and all your design essentials. AKS Flooring and Design Center, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville, or online at aksflooring.com. AKS Flooring, where your dream home begins.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Wednesday, June 18th. It's our last Penny Ryle Electric Member Appreciation Day for 2025. Stop by the former Lewisburg IGA parking lot anytime between 8 and 4 to pick up your free buckets and light bulbs, plus enter to win cash prizes. It's Penny Ryle Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your life and empower your community for more than 8 decades. Hope to see you there.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
So we're back here at Colonel Fields. We're in the bottom of the fifth. We have 1 out, and the Chiefs have made a pitching change. As Drew Moorhead leaves, he pitched 4 1/3. He gave up 9 hits. He's on the hook here for all the runs so far, as it's 5-5. He struck out 4, walked 1, and he's given away to Connor Myatt. Connor Myatt is your pitcher, right-handed pitcher for the Paducah Chiefs. See if we can get some numbers for you here on Mr. Myatt. He's pitched 6 1/3 this season. Giving up 10 earned runs. I'm sorry, only one earned run. 9 strikeouts. Has an ERA of 1.105, so pretty strong so far on the mound. Ball first pitch to Dominic Bello. That one misses, and then he swings at this one, so 1-1 the count. Hoppers come with 3 here in the bottom of the fifth. They've tied this one up 5-5, and we've got a ball game. Quiet crowd so far. Waiting for something good to happen here. Here's one's popped up Back on it goes second baseman. Moving in on it is the right fielder, and taking the play is Kobe Watson. And there's 2 away now as Bello flies out. Hutchison will stay at second, and that brings up Connor Scheidt. Scheidt had a 2-run double. So Scheidt doubled back in the first, popped out to first his last time up on a first pitch look. And this one, wind grabbed our schedule and took it down to the bottom of the field, but somebody was nice enough to retrieve it for us. Little gust of wind. 1-0 the count. In there for a strike, 1-1. Down at second base is Hutchison. His double just tied it up. This one's fouled off over on the third base side. 1-2 the count. Carson Tucker hoping to get his chance this inning. This one's outside for ball 2. Tucker's hit the ball hard twice. No luck getting on base. If he keeps hitting it like that, he'll find something. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit. That one's fouled back into the backstop. 2-2 the count on Scheidt. Connor and Dalen Hamilton visited with WHOP last Friday. Had a nice conversation with them. They're enjoying their time in Hopkinsville. Connor said he got to go down to CMA Fest during the day off last week. Enjoyed his time down there. Said he'd never been to Nashville before. Nice time for a base hit right here, Connor. Here's the pitch. He hits it down towards second. First baseman ranges over. Nobody there. Base hit. And now they just about. Now they're going to throw back to third, and they've got a pickle here. And it scores as the ball gets away from the catcher. They had Hutchison picked off. So we're going to give base hit to Connor Scheidt on an infield hit. And then Hutchison baited him into a throw over there, and they threw behind him, got him in a pickle, but then an error on the third baseman as he threw home and threw it away from the catcher. And then Scheidt goes down to second on the play, so the Hoppers now lead it 6-5. As Hutchison baited him into that throw, and it worked. So Carson Tucker will come up with 2 out here, and the Hoppers now in the lead again, 6-5. Smart base running there. Maybe. I guess you could say that. Some people might have said that wasn't very smart, but it turned out well for him. Ball high to Tucker here. That's 2 times this inning, though. The Hoppers have looked like they were dead meat on the base paths, and the throw got away, allowing runners to score. This one misses again. 2-0. Tucker flew out to center his last time up, hit a hard grounder to short his first time up. Hoppers with 5 hits this inning. 8th man to the plate. 4 have scored. And that was a strike there, 2-1. Five hits and a couple of errors. And the Hoppers lead at 6-5 as they put 4 up this inning. Got 2 in the first. That was a strike on the outside corner there. Pretty pitch there, 2-2. Myatt pitching now for the Chiefs in relief of Drew Moorhead. Moorhead looked like he was cruising along, only needed 5 pitches to get out of the 4th, but struggled here in this inning. This one's outside, and it's a full count. As you can hear the wind coming through the microphone now as it's starting to pick up a little bit. They were expecting rain around 9 o'clock. cool breeze coming in. This one's fouled off into the backstop as Tucker stays alive for the Hoppers here. Bottom of the fifth, they lead it 6-5. 4 runs on this inning. As Butts, Powell, Thompson all come in to score, as did Owen Hutchison. 5 hits this inning for the Hoppers. They took advantage of a couple throwing errors. This one's ball high, and Tucker draws a walk. And there's runners on first and second, and that'll bring up Alec Hotelling, the 9th man of this inning for the Hoppers. He had a single back in the second, stole second base. Struck out looking his last time up. 3 straight pitches. Part of that 5-pitch inning by Moorhead. So the Hoppers with runners on first and second here. 2 out in the bottom of the fifth. Alec Hotelling batting. That was a strike on the outside corner. Tell you what, Maeda kind of hides the ball pretty well. You don't see it. Hard to see coming out of there, and that one just right over the outside corner there. Hotelling. See if he can get another run in for the Hoppers. Another one on the outside corner for strike 2. Aiden Butts waits on deck. He started this whole thing with a base hit. Pitch here. Outside corner just misses. He thought he'd try it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paducah 6-5 on the season. Need a win here to get to the 7th win. They'd be the 4th out of the 6 teams in the league with 7 wins if they got this win tonight. Swing and a miss, and he gets Hotelling swinging. But the Hoppers get 4 runs as we check our scoreboard, our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's the Hoppers get 4 runs and 5 hits. There were a couple of errors that were made on in the inning, and I'll tell you what, it's Hoppers leave 2 on base as well. As we've played 5 innings, it's Hoptown 6 and the Paducah Chiefs 5. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa here. I'm having a little fun in the sun and wanted to share some summertime joy. My elves are helping our friends at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress with their Christmas in June special. It's like Christmas came early with up to 70% off in select departments. Plus, get interest-free financing for up to 24 months. Transform your home with the finest furniture around at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where they're always priced right. Ho, ho, ho!
Wednesday, June 18th. It's our last Pennyrile Electric Member Appreciation Day for 2025. Stop by the former Lewisburg IGA parking lot anytime between 8 and 4 to pick up your free buckets and light bulbs, plus enter to win cash prizes. It's Pennyrile Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your life and empower your community for more than 8 decades. Hope to see you there.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
So we go to the top of the 6th, and the Chiefs are going to send up their 7, 8, and 9 batters. Joe Wilson with you tonight in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Hoptown got 2 in the first, and then the Chiefs responded with 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth to take a 5-2 lead, and then the Hoppers just got 4. In the bottom of the 5th, they lead it 6-5. Been a good ball game so far. Got a little late start tonight due to weather, and there was an accident on I-24, and lanes were closed over in Lyon County, and the Chiefs had a hard time getting here, but they made it. We got about an hour late start, but underway so far, and so far the rain stayed away. And a curveball in for a strike as Braden Baker leads off. And Owen Boswell is throwing some strikes tonight. He struck out all all 3 outs back in the 5th. And he's got Baker swinging, flailing there. 0-2 the count. Baker flied out to right, singled into an infield single actually, as Powell stopped it at the edge of the dirt in left field. Back in the 4th. Boswell steps off. Now he's ready to roll. Baker in the box. 0-2 the count. Left-hander delivers. And got him on the outside corner. Boy, that was a delayed call, and I don't think Baker liked it at all. There's one away. 4th strikeout. And Baker looked back at the umpire. That's probably not a smart thing to do. That ball did look a little high, but doesn't matter what we think. Strike called. So one away as Baker is retired on the backwards K, and now Dawson Griffith will bat. He struck out back his first time up. Single on the infield his last time up. Takes a ball high there. It's 1-0. Yeah, Braden Baker didn't like that last call at all for the Chiefs. That one's a strike on the outside. It's 1-1 as Boswell really grooving it. Tyler Humphrey on deck for the Chiefs. He's had a good night so far tonight in the 9-hole. Ball 2. 2-1 now on Griffith. Hoptown got to make that long trip to Fulton tomorrow night. Here's one popped up into right field. Eddington running, and so is Butts. Butts comes in and makes the play from the right field. Nice job of communicating there between Eddington and Butts, and there's 2 away here in the 6th. That brings up Tyler Humphrey. He's the 9th man in the batting order for the Chiefs. Singled back in the 3rd, came around to score. And then he had a sacrifice bunt back in the 4th inning. It's part of that 2-run inning the Chiefs had that gave them a 5-2 lead. There's a strike there. There's Boswell not messing around. Humphrey was hit earlier in the game. It was his first hit of the season. Strike on the curve that time. 0-2 the count. It was a pretty pitch. The Paducah folks didn't like it too much, but looked pretty good from here. 2 out, 0-2 the count. Boswell tries to send them up, 3 up, 3 down. Misses here for ball. 1-2 the count. I was going to say the Hoppers on their way to Fulton tomorrow night, if it doesn't rain. Paducah is at home with full count tomorrow night. Big game for them tomorrow night, too. This one misses, and it's 2-2. And the pitch here hits in the dirt. It nearly hits the batter. 3-2 the count. Not sure how it missed him, to be honest with you. Hitting the dirt in front of his foot. Somehow it ricocheted around him. So a full count now as Humphreys battle back from an 0-2 count to force the full count. TK Madera on deck. Rain has started to fall here at the stadium. And there's a ball that's fouled back into the net. And the rain is, folks are pouring out of here as fast as they can. Full count here on Humphrey. Madera on deck, hopes to get a chance. It is pouring down rain right now. This ball is fouled down into the third base dugout. I mean, the drops are huge. There was no warning at all. It just began to pour here. You can probably hear it. They're going to have to make a decision here pretty quick as our This one's fouled down first base line. It won't take long if it does this. We won't be playing much longer. The rain is really coming down. Pitch coming here and got him to swing, and he got him out of there. No runs, no hits, no errors as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. We played 5.5. It's pouring down rain, but the Hoppers lead it 6-5. And you're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 95.3thefarm.com.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jaysrecordjewelry.com. Jay's Record Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Well, the umpires are meeting here as the rain is just deluge on us here, and the field is very, very wet. Everybody cleared out of the stands. Eddie Rabbit on the speakers here. Most of our equipment is still dry enough to use, but Jeff, don't panic. I think I've got it to where we're okay, but it's coming in pretty good here in the press box as well. As I'm going to push everything down just a bit, so if you hear any noise, that's the problem. If we go off the air, then it's definitely my fault. We'll move down just a little bit to get out of the rain. It's coming around there to the side. Hoppers lead it 6-5. It's been a night, I'll tell you what. It started off weird, and it's just continued to be that way all night long. We go to the bottom of the 6th here. Hoptown is going to send up Aiden Butts, Gavin Powell, and J.J. Thompson. Of course, they did the damage the last inning, but now the rain coming down even harder. They're trying to get this 7 innings in, but I'm not sure they're going to make it. And the umpires just called everybody off the field, so tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see if we can come back and figure out what they're going to do with this ball game, as the rain is just coming down in buckets here. So you're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you're parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Are your joints causing you pain? You can count on Jenny Stewart Orthopedics to get you back in motion. Our team specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide range of conditions, from traumatic and sports-related injuries to chronic and debilitating arthritis. Our providers share a passion for providing quality medical care and superior outcomes for their patients. Schedule an appointment today. Visit jennystewarthealth.org/ortho.
Experience makes the difference.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jaysrecordjewelry.com. Jay's Record Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Well, we're in a rain delay at the moment. We're going to see what we've got going on here, but the stands are cleared out. The rain has come in. There's water standing now around third base. This one may be done, so we'll see. Some of the hoppers are going over. It looks like they may try to tarp this thing. We are in the bottom of the sixth. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with the water standing over there at third base, though. That's going to be a problem. It does look like the hoppers are going to try to tarp this ball game, so we may be in for a little bit of a rain delay. And if that's the case, we may let you listen to a little Kentucky Sports Memories. But we're going to take another quick break as you're listening to the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, and it's Hoppers 6 and the Chiefs 5. We've played 5.5, so you're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores for their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
So we are in a rain delay here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field. We're in the about to go to the bottom of the sixth. The Hoppers lead 6-5. Storm just came up out of nowhere and dumped a lot of water on the field. There's water standing behind third base and right in front of third base, but they're tarping home plate, tarping the pitching mound, hoping that they can let this pass and then we can get back to more baseball. But I tell you what, while we're on the rain delay, we'll just let you know. We'll kind of go over how everything went today. So the Hoppers scored 2 in the first as Connor Scheidt had a 2-run double. Scored Gabe Eddington and Dominic Bello for a 2-0 lead. But then the Chiefs come back with 3 in the third. They get 2 in the fourth and took a 5-2 lead. And then the local connection back in the fifth. Aiden Butts, Gavin Powell, J.J. Thompson all had hits. All 3 scored. And Owen Hutchison had a double to score a run. And then he came around to score on an error after a hit by Connor Scheidt, and the Hoppers get 4. They lead it 6-5, and this is where we are. And then rain just dumped a deluge of water, chasing all the fans out of the stands. And there's a few of us still up here in the press box, and maybe a few down there with their umbrellas. But the umpires decided they were going to see if we could wait this one out and see what happens. But while we're doing that, we've no reason to continue to tell you the same thing over and over again. So we're going to let you listen to a little Kentucky Sports Memories, and hopefully we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so and be ready to play some baseball. So here's some Kentucky Sports Memories for you.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And this week, we're going to meet a guy that maybe a lot of us, maybe all of us, would like to be like someday.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
This is week 3 of us dedicating our shows to Senior League slow pitch softball players, because these people are at an age where they should have already made their sports memories, but they're still making them. And last week I introduced you to a guy who's about to turn 87, and you would figure, well, he's probably the oldest softball player in Kentucky. Not the case. This week you're going to meet a guy who's older. His name is Bob McGee. He lives in the Louisville area, and he'll be 90 in August, 90 years old. Yet he's still playing softball, slow pitch softball, in 2 different leagues in the Louisville area. One 60 and over, another 70 and over. And I talked to him, and the first question I ask, I would think, is the obvious question you'd ask anybody his age who's still playing a competitive sport.
So, Bob, why are you still playing softball?
Because I love the game and I'm still able to play. It's my good exercise, and I just love softball. And, as long as the good Lord give me the health to play, I'm going to be on that field somewhere or another.
How long have you been playing?
Ever since I was about 10 years old. I used to play fast pitch. I pitched fast pitch for years and years until I come back from the Army. And when I got back from the Army, there wasn't no fast pitch leagues left in Louisville. They were all slow pitch. So then I had to go to slow pitch.
Well, obviously, slow pitch suits you now since you're up in your years. So it worked out for you.
Yes, sir. It has.
You play the game. At this age, are you playing in a league only? Do you play some travel ball? How much are you involved?
Yes, I played travel ball for years, and in fact, I would be playing, if my wife was in good health, I would be playing travel ball right now. I have teams I can play for, but I can't leave home for a longer time because of my wife's health.
Can you still hang with the guys who are around age 60?
Well, I can tell you I'm the best 89-year-old player there.
Probably the old one, I'm assuming.
Well, I tell you, Gary, I guess I have to kind of brag a little bit, but heck, I can still run pretty good. I hit pretty good. I play pretty good defense. I'm a pitcher. I pitch all the time. And a lot of these other guys that have health issues, yes, I can keep up with them, yes. If you talk to some of the other guys playing ball, I think they would tell you that I could.
So over the years, have you had any injuries or ailments or anything softball related?
I've had nothing softball related, but I have had 3 back surgeries and neck surgery.
And what did that stem from?
Lifting stuff I shouldn't have been lifting. My back hurts me some now, but I still get around. I play some pickleball, and I love to play pickleball.
So is your wife supportive of this? Does she think this is a good idea? You're still playing?
Oh, yeah, she supports me fine. Yeah. And so does the rest of my family.
Are you surprised you're still playing at this age?
Oh, yes, sir. You bet I am. You bet I am. I never expected to even live this long. But I don't know why I say that, but I've stayed in pretty good health all my life, and I've exercised, and I've run. I've been a runner, and I've played softball and all that kind of stuff. And I go to the gym now 2 or 3 days a week and work out some, and I just try to keep myself in shape, and that's what a person has to do. You can't go down, sit at home and watch TV and do nothing.
Well, you said you played pickleball. Do you do anything else? You go to the gym, you play pickleball, you play softball. What else are you doing to stay active?
Well, yesterday I planted my garden. And
yeah.
I also have a wood shop, and I do woodwork for a lot of people and do a lot of handyman work for people.
So he's not sitting around in his recliner watching The Price is Right or anything else.
What's the best part of your game these days? You're hitting, you're fielding, you're throwing, you're running.
Well, I can't throw it as hard as I used to. I still think I'm a pretty good pitcher, because a lot of people used to pick me up for pitching all the time, and I used to pitch for a travel team all the time. But I mean, some of these guys, I'm not afraid to get on. You know, I was taught to get in front of the ball and catch it, and I'm still that way. If it hits me, it hits me. But a lot of guys, these older guys, they don't do that. They try to feel the ball from their side, whatever. But hey, I'm a ball player. I'm do the way I was taught, whatever. But you know, it's really hard to say. I can't play like I was when I was 30 years old. But for a guy my age, I think I play a pretty good game.
Well, you get in front of the ball and get hit by the ball. You know, it hurts a little more at age 90 than it did at age 30.
I've had quite a few strawberries on my leg. Now, you know, in senior ball, we use a screen for the pitcher. But if you get some of these guys that are like 60 years old and real young in their 60s, and they hit that ball back through the middle, you don't have time to get back behind that screen. And so my poor old right leg has been hit quite a few times, but it gets well. It's a strawberry there for a couple of weeks, but it's always gotten well before. But, I mean, that don't bother me. I mean, a lot of those guys are really afraid I'm going to get hurt, but that don't worry me at all. I'm a ball player, and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Get in front of the ball, even at age 90.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's. We have all the fun.
Bob McGee turns 90 years old in August, and yet he's still playing in two different softball leagues in Louisville, a 60 and over and a 70 and over league. However, you can't play forever. Nobody can. And I talked to him about that.
Well, have you ever thought about when you're going to call it quits?
No, sir, I have not. When I die on the field, I guess.
Do you see yourself playing well into the 90s?
I'm going to play, Gary. I'm going to play as long as the good Lord lets me play, and I can get on that field. Now, I will say this though: when I get to where we got some guys now, Gary, that play that shouldn't be playing ball. They can't run, they can't hit, they got leg problems and hip problems. But when I get to where I think I'm not good enough to play, I'm really hurting the team, I'll quit. That's when I'll quit.
Do you think you'll realize that, or you'll need somebody to tell you it's time to go?
No, I think I can realize that, because I do have pretty good friends now that play ball, and I talk to them occasionally and try to ask them. I say, look, guys, you think I'm really need to quit now or hurting the team? And they said, Bob, you just keep on going. They say, I want to be just like you one day.
So when you do finally give it up, if you give it up someday, how do you think you're going to adjust to that? How do you think you're going to accept that?
It won't be easy. It won't be easy, but I'll just as long as I can do my gardening, I can do my woodworking, I'll find something to do. I'm not a guy that just sits around and do nothing.
But as you heard him say, no plans to retire anytime soon. And what's interesting about these senior leagues is they play in the middle of the day. You know, most of these guys are retired, so they have time to play in the middle of the day. They're not working. So playing in the middle of the day is great for them, for their schedules, but it's also the hottest part of the day. And we're getting into, as you know, the dog days of summer where the heat and humidity are extreme in the middle of the day, and yet these guys are still out there doing it. Pretty amazing. That'll do it for the show this week. As always, my thanks to you for tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope to see you back here next week. Until then, I'm Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Hi, this is Connor Scheidt from IU Southeast. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, Olivet Baptist Church, Charles Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Planners Bank, Pennyrile Electric, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
So why should you choose All Clean Services? They offer prompt 24/7 response. They're licensed, insured, and bonded. They're experienced at working with insurance companies. They're professional and courteous. Look them up today at allcleanservices.com.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Hi, this is Hopper Chance Sweeney from Logan County, Kentucky, and I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2024 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors: Casey Jones Distillery, Hillcrest Baptist Church, Hop Fame and the EDC, TLT Boutique, Walmart DC 6066, and First Christians Church. Go Hoppers.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you: 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Katie's.
Hi, this is Cody Jones from Fishers, Indiana. On behalf of all of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you helping us to pursue our baseball dreams. Once again, to all of Hopper Nation, thank you, and we hope to see you at the ballpark. Go Hoppers!
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And we're back here at Christian County High School's Colonel Field, and they're putting the tarp back on as they originally had taken it off. Umpires and coaches getting together. This one may be done tonight, so we're going to hang around here just a minute just to figure out. But it looks like the tarp's going on the field, and haven't heard an official announcement yet, but umpires and coaches are talking. There's a lot of water behind third base and are in front of third base after that rainstorm. And I think home plate, when they took the tarp off, home plate was pretty wet. Pitcher's mound's pretty wet. They don't want to get anybody hurt. So we will we'll see what the announcement is. Looks like they are canceling or calling this game at this point. So the game will end at this point. I guess we'll pick it up the next time they play, maybe. I'm not real sure what the rule is on that, but the Hoppers were leading 6-5 at the time the rain came. So that's the way this one will end tonight. As it's not an official win, and I think they'll probably pick it up where they left off maybe the next time that the Chiefs are here in town, I think is what they'll probably do, but don't hold me to that. So. But the Hoppers leading 6-5 here. As we'll go over the scoring for you really, really quickly before so we can get out of here before the next rainstorm. But Hoppers get 2 in the first inning as Connor Scheidt had a 2-run double to score Gabe Eddington and Dominic Bello, and that made it 2-0. And then the Chiefs come back with 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, take a 5-2 lead. And then in the fifth, the Hoppers get 4 runs on 5 hits. Took advantage of a couple of throwing errors by the Chiefs. And they were leading 6-5 when the rain just unleashed just a little while ago. So that's going to do it for us tonight on our broadcast for you tonight. We will be back Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. It's a doubleheader as the Hoppers will take on the Henderson Flash. The first game's at 5. We'll be on the air at 4:45 right here. I'll have the first game. Jeff Sisk will have the second ball game on that Wednesday night. We'll also be back here Friday night for a ball game, 6:30. That'll be a 6:15 start against Madisonville. So plenty of opportunities to see your Hoppers this week. Once again, the rain came in. finished us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Hoppers are leading 6-5, and that's going to do it from here at Colonel Field tonight as we wish you a good night, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Good night, everybody.